Good morning, natural gas. It's Monday, January 19th, 2026. It's Martin Luther King Day. It is a holiday for most, but the exchange is open for natural gas. Our top news for natural gas: number one, the U.S. weather models have turned significantly colder. Number two, Mitsubishi is buying Aethon Energy for $7.53 billion. Number three, European natural gas storage is now 21.5% below the 5-year average. Overall, it's below 50% full. And number four, Commonwealth LNG has signed an SPA or sales and purchase agreement with Saudi Aramco. Let's turn to the spot February natural gas, and prices are much higher with the colder weather forecasts. We're currently trading at 369, up 58.7 cents, almost 19%. And as you can see, we've gapped up over the 13-period exponential moving average. Our next resistance, that 48-period exponential moving average at 3787. And the RSI has turned higher, as you can see here on the daily chart. What about the hourly? Well, currently, right now, we're well above all resistance levels. That last resistance level was 342.5. We're well above that. So you have to go back to the daily chart to get any sort of resistance. The exchange is open, but it is closing early for Martin Luther King Day. We're closing at 2:30 Eastern time. It'll be closed till 6 o'clock, 6:30, I believe, Eastern time. So let's take a look at the weather forecast. And here's the temperature anomalies from the Climate Prediction Center. And here it is, you can see massive cold here for all the way out through the end of the month, especially to the eastern half of the country. And this is the first time we've seen these big blobs here on the weather maps. This is going to pull storage pretty hard and will get well below the 5-year average. And here's the end of the period. Here is this the first week of February into the second week of February. Still some lingering cold along the East Coast. We'll keep a careful eye on this weather forecast model as we get severe cold, possibly followed by some warmer temperatures in the west. Let's take a look at the GFS. This is from this morning's 6 o'clock run, and this is all the way out to January 24th. And as you can see, that cold air is descending all the way down into Texas across the southeast. So not only is it Chicago, New York to Atlanta, but now we've included all of Texas. And this is going to be quite the event for at least 2 days. Let's take a look at the temperature outlook for Houston over that period. And here's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Why is this so important? Well, we get showers on Friday. It rains again on Saturday, and temperatures drop to a low of 28. Which means on Sunday, we're below 32 degrees and cloudy. This is going to be a very heavy pull for Houston area. Why? Because there's so many heat-intensive industries in this area, such as refineries and chemical plants. So as it's overcast, wet, and near freezing temperatures, they're pulling harder and harder on natural gas to keep up those heat-intensive industries. So what else is going on at the same time? LNG. As it gets colder, they can pull more to make more LNG. So we possibly will have some potential disruptions on production out in the Permian, which gets below 32 degrees for a full 24 hours. We have a huge pull in the Houston area, and we've got more pull from LNG. Let's take a look at the snow and ice cover. As you can see, we got more snow across the upper Midwest and around the Great Lakes area. There's actually some stuff down here in Georgia, of all places, on the maps. Pretty weird. And as you can see here from the Great Lakes, we're now at 16.5% total ice cover, mostly in Lake Erie, which is very shallow. As you can see here, it's getting around Cleveland. So potentially we might have some walleye fishing. And here's Europe. And it's cold right now in Eastern Europe. This continues for a while. As you can see here, going all the way out through January 20th, 22nd, all the way out here, eases up on the 23rd. And then it seems to moderate a little bit. That colder air seems to get back into Russia before the next tranche of colder temperatures start to arrive right around February. And this is February the 3rd. So we'll see if this holds. But in the meantime, as a result of that warmer temperature, the TTF. This is in euros per megawatt hour. So different from the US, which is dollars per MMBTU. And as you can see, it's declined. It's down 3.87% to 35.45 euros per megawatt hour. So after the big run up last week, it's coming off. And what's going on with the front to back spreads in the TTF market? And as you can see here, we've got this massive snap in because that cold temperature and low storage stocks are pulling that front to back spread in massively. This is the 0 point. We're well below that and heading possibly down here as far as that 469.5 level. The RSI is oversold at this time. So look to see if we get a little bit of a bounce before possibly heading lower again. And what's going on? Well, the European zone is at 50.4% full. This is 2-day lag, so we're below 50%. And look what else has happened. France and Germany are below 43%. France is actually now in a worse situation than Germany is. So we got to keep a careful eye on this, but this is a strong bid under US LNG. And this is from Celsius Energy, and they're projecting that European storage may end up as low as 658 BCF in storage on April the 14th. So this means strong injection cycle for the entire summer through April through October. That is a pull on US LNG. So what else is going on? Here's Asia. This is the China region. As you can see, quite cold around the 30th. And let's take a look at where it is today. It's even colder. Beijing, right on the edge of that Arctic air. And that cold air is starting to push into the Koreas, Japan, and of course the eastern provinces of China. As we get further and further out, though, it just seems to waffle back and forth. But we do see cold coming into the eastern provinces in different waves. So the exchange is still open today for MLK, but it has shorter hours. You can find those group holiday and trading hours here at cmegroup.com. So again, recapping right now, currently we are trading at 368.90, up 58.6 cents, or just about 19%. Our next resistance, 3787. So let's keep a careful eye on these weather forecasts. Money managers, as of the Friday report, which is looking back to last Tuesday, were 104,000 contracts short. And as you can see, for the rest of the week, it was down. So that meant they were adding short positions. It's a big short squeeze. This may continue. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.